Roger Waters was the lead singer to Pink Floyd, or one of the lead singers and lead writers. And he had a very, very bad falling out with the band, to the point where the band sort of abandoned him and took the name Pink Floyd, and it just was like, fuck you, you're out. It's kind of fucked up. There's a story where Pink Floyd and Roger Waters are both playing in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Roger Waters is playing like a small theater, whereas Pink Floyd, his band, is playing the same day in an arena across town. And of course, they're selling out, and Roger Waters is struggling to sell tickets, and he's just like, what the fuck? But, that's what happens with these bands, man. But I can see why he's such a prick. Like, anytime you hear him talk, he's just such a prick, right? But he's a fucking genius. I love Pink Floyd. They're one of my favorite bands of all times. And Roger Waters is a fantastic singer songwriter. He's not that great of a singer, but he's a fantastic songwriter. And I don't know. Let's get into this article here, because this shit is hilarious, and I could see why why he got kicked out of his own band. Roger Waters threw shade at both The Weeknd and Drake after the former Pink Floyd rocker found himself overshadowed in the Canadian press by two hometown artists. Waters' This Is Not a Drill tour rolled into Toronto on July 8th, the same day The Weeknd's After Hours Till Dawn trek was set to kick off in the city. While the Weeknd's gig at the Rogers Centre was ultimately postponed due to Canada-wide power issues, which, what the fuck's going on in Canada, y'all? Why are they having power issues? Waters' show at Scotiabank Arena somehow still proceeded as scheduled. However, in an interview with Canadian newspaper The Globe and Mail, the always truculent, which I forgot what that meant. I had to look it up. Waters expressed anger that the Canadian press, and specifically the reporter he was interviewing with, opted to cover The Weeknd kicking off his tour in his hometown stadium rather than Waters' show, which was the first of a two-night stand at the Toronto Arena. I have no idea who or who. See, can you hear the pompous assholishness of Roger Waters? I have no idea what or who The Weeknd is, because I don't listen to much music. You gotta do it in like that uppity British. People have always told me I'm not gonna do that. People have told me he's a big act. Well, good luck to him. I've got nothing against him. Would it not have been possible to review his show one night and my show another night? He's getting pissed off at the interviewer for even bringing it up. Why is he bringing it up? Why are you talking about The Weeknd? He added, I'm not trying to make it a personal attack. I'm just saying it seemed odd. It's like, why are you talking to me about this motherfucker, okay? He's taking money out of my pocket, and you're over here trying to fucking hype him up. What the fuck? Then, for no reasons unknown other than he was in Toronto, Waters also took aim at the city's native superstar Drake. Not my Dreezy. By the way, with all due respect to The Weeknd or Drake or any of them, I am far, far, far more important than any of them will ever be. However many billions of streams they've got, Waters said, there is stuff going on here that is fundamentally important to all of our lives. See, that's such a rude ass thing to say, but hey, I love Roger Waters, but he is a prick. It is unclear by which metric Waters measures importance. Thankfully for Waters, other than a close call next week in Chicago, the This Is Not a Drill tour won't cross paths with the spectacular After Hours Till Dawn tour for the remainder of the two tracks. If you ever want to hear a really good reggae version of Dark Side of the Moon, try Easy Star All Stars Dub Side of the Moon. I've heard that. Yeah, it's a really great fucking album. That's a really good album. There's a lot of good Pink Floyd cover bands out there that redo stuff. What was the one? There's like a bluegrass one of a Pink Floyd. There's one that's, God, there's some other tribute bands that do really good renditions of Pink Floyd. Mad respect to them. So there you go. Roger Waters being a prick again. But again, whatever. He's right. He's not wrong. He's not wrong that Roger Waters says he's far, far more important than The Weeknd and Drake. He's not wrong. But you don't have to say that shit. That's rude. It's rude as fuck. Like he feels like he's so self-important. I guess that's the right way to describe it. Greensky string band. What the fuck? Did they do a thing? I've heard of Greensky, fucking bluegrass. They're pretty badass. I'm just, like, again, I agree with what he's saying. Roger Waters' body of work is far more important and vastly more deep and vastly had such a bigger impact on culture and on the world than Drake and The Weeknd ever have. And I love both of those bands. I love The Weeknd. I love Drake. They're great artists. But you can't say that the body of work that Roger Waters put out isn't more important or less important. And again, what metric are we?
I don't think you can say that. That's totally relative because Drake has changed lives. I'm just saying.
But has he changed lives over generation after generation after generation? Has he had a #1 album on the fucking Billboard 100 for 14 years straight? Fuck no, he hasn't. Okay? If we're going by metrics of relevancy, Pink Floyd, is Drake going to be relevant in 50 years, 40 years? Pink Floyd has been relevant since the 60s, the early fucking 60s. Drake has been relevant since he was in a fucking wheelchair on Degrassi. And fuck that. Fuck him. That ableist. Fucking Drake, the ableist. They should have got a disabled person to play a disabled person on Degrassi. In any case, I know that when Drake was on Degrassi, he got shot, and that's why he was in the wheelchair. But still, I'm going to Pink Floyd on that one. Morgana, I agree absolutely. Sorry, not sorry, Raina. Yeah, Pink Floyd has had a much bigger impact on society and culture. They've brought so much more to the table than Drake. I'm sorry, Drake can suck it if you're comparing it anything close to what Pink Floyd has accomplished. But again, he's a prick.
You guys know I'm going Pink Floyd all the way, but I'm just saying Drake has saved a lot of lives. People are really impacted by.
You know what? Cut her mic. Cut her mic. Cut her mic. She's done. Shut up. You stop trying to stick up for him. I don't know much about Drake. I think I'm gonna keep it that way. Look, Drake is great. Take it from me. Drake is a great, friendly Canadian. The Weeknd is incredible, absolutely incredible. But can you say that they were anything close to what fucking Pink Floyd brings to the table? I think not. I think Dark Side of the Moon, 14 years in the top 10 Billboard. I think they were on Billboard top 10 for 14 fucking years, or was it #1? Let's look into that because we're not. Pink Floyd, Billboard. I think it was 14 years. Let's see. More than 14 years later, 736 to be precise, in 1988, it finally fell off. Dark Side of the Moon fell off the Billboard Top 200. So there you go. For 14 fucking years, it was in the top 200 albums. 14 fucking years, man. I don't think that Drake has anything close to that. And I'm sure that he'll release an album. It'll be in the top 200 for, a couple years, I'm sure. But is it 14 years? Let's see. Drake, Billboard 200, I guess. 200 chart history. Let's see it. Let's see. So, peak positions. So, yeah, debut, peaked. I'm not sure how to read this. 0 number one hits. That's not true. 0 top 10, 6 songs. That can't be right. Look at Roger Waters offers his thought on Drake of the Weeknd. See, it's everywhere. Passion fruit, too good. So this is saying, but this is from a couple years ago. Drake has definitely gotten some number one hits. Drake has tailed 11 number one hits on the Hot 100 in his career among rappers, among all artists. He's tied to Whitney Houston for the 7th most after the Beatles, Mariah Carey, Rihanna, Michael Jackson, The Supremes, Madonna. So he's not even ahead of fucking Mariah. So yeah, if we're going by Hot Billboard, come on. Man, fuck Drake. I like Drake a lot, actually. Drake and The Weeknd might be cool people, but I can't stand their music or their fan club. Yeah, I understand Morgana. I get it. But, I mean, my own personal opinion, I enjoy both of those artists very much. But I fucking love Pink Floyd forever. You know? Anyways. Roger Waters is a prick. And he is more important to our culture and society than Drake or The Weeknd. But he's still a prick. Still a prick. All right, let's move on to our next story. Should we do one more quickie and then move on? We'll do one more quickie, guys, and then we'll get into Ricky Martin because I do want to get into Ricky Martin here. Drake, the type of guy to jump into someone's arms when he gets scared. Psychopath 2525, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. What an entrance, Psychopath. Woo indeed. Thank you so much for that woo, Morgana. That was a great entrance you made there, Psychopath.